Welcome back to Sam Fetterman's Red Sox podcast. I am Sam Fetterman, as you probably assumed from the name of this podcast. That would be a little weird if it was Sam Fetterman's Red Sox podcast and bam, Roman Anthony's talking to you. But that would also be fun. It is probably never going to happen. But Nick Boyd is going to be talking to you as well. Nick, welcome to the pod for the first time.
Thanks for having me, Sam. This is going to be really fun. We have a lot to get through since your last episode, you've said.
Yeah.
Starting with the main man, Roman Anthony.
Yeah, well, I wanted to get through this. If you haven't listened in a while, it's because there hasn't been a pod in a while. The last one we did was the Cubs series preview with my guy, Jake. It was a good pod. It was not a good series. We did the draft recap with Quinn. We did the roundtable with TC, Jacob, and Eric. And that was where we left you. The biggest piece of Red Sox news since then is that Roman Anthony signed an extension. Either that or that they had a bad flight, but I'm going to go with the extension part. We'll get into the flight eventually. The Red Sox signed Roman Anthony to an 8-year, $130 million contract extension. The gigantic sigh of relief that I breathed when I saw that notification, as it was just going to be 5 years of, oh, they're not going to bring him back. The feeling of they actually did it. They got out ahead of it. Craig Breslow is really good at getting out ahead of this stuff. He did it with Cedon. He did it with Bayo. And now he's doing it with Christian Campbell, which we don't know how that's going to work out. I'm still optimistic.
I'm still a believer.
And yeah, I mean, I'm a KC. I'm a KCF, Christian Campbell fan. But Roman Anthony signs 8 years, $130 million, can go to 9 years with an option. And I think the idea is that that's going to happen eventually. And he's going to be an all-star, superstar level player, MVP level player. He's going to win awards. He's going to win championships. That's the goal here. And I think this is a very important step on the way to a championship as well. It's identifying your franchise player and making sure that you don't lose him throughout your window.
And listen, anytime you get a 21-year-old who can scald the ball like Roman Anthony can, he's got a 400 on-base percentage. This guy's special, right? And we've seen other teams do this with their young superstars. Milwaukee did it a couple years ago with Jackson Chourio. D-backs did the same with Corbin Carroll. So this is not
Witt,
like,
Julio Rodriguez.
Bobby Witt. Yup. And the Braves have been doing it with their young stars for forever, right?
Yeah, some of them have worked.
Yeah, so like this is, it's tried and true, but it's really good to see Breslow get it done and to do it on a really team-friendly deal too. Like this is not going to be something like with the Devers extension that breaks the bank entirely and hemorrhages your ability to go out and sign competitive free agents or extend other guys in this young core, right? It lets you be flexible with your money going forward, which is a really good thing for this team because I think this is just the start of a hopefully long and fruitful contention window with this new young group. And I like it for Anthony too, right? Because you're going to be getting way more money than he would be getting in arbitration. But it's still going to then set you up for a potential big contract at 30, right?
Yeah,
like he's going to be 30 when this deal ends. So like he's not missing his prime much at all.
He's going to be signing a big deal at age 31, probably like a 5-year deal at that point, if his career goes as we hope it does. And hopefully that deal is with the Red Sox to continue on. But, I mean, Roman has been everything that you could possibly ask for in a young player. He's a perfect leadoff hitter in the modern age of baseball. Like, if you could crack a leadoff hitter, he is the guy. You're getting a guy that works counts. You're getting a guy that is just an absolute monster when it comes to getting on base. It's hits it hard every time, gives you a great at-bat, even though sometimes those at-bats end with chasing strike 3 on a 3-2 count. Happens too much, but I'll take that for the getting on base 40% of the time. I don't care what happens the other 60%.
Yeah, and he started in the past few weeks too, being more aggressive early in at-bats because I think the book was out on him a little bit where teams were like, okay, he's going to work you 3-2, and then look for that pitch outside or that pitch. Like he's going to look to take a walk at 3-2, right? So there was a couple.
No, I disagree. He's aggressive on 3-2 to a fault.
There were a few games I saw and a few at-bats I saw, especially with nobody on, where I saw him taking pitches a little too much for my liking.
He takes a lot of look, here's the thing.
I think he has the back control and the skill to be able to click those
I'm not telling
out.
him to change anything, because this is a guy
dude.
when he does hit the ball, he hits it crazy hard.
Yeah.
And I would rather him kind of try and sell out for that hard contact by not swinging at pitches that he doesn't think he could hit hard than try and dilute that contact quality and hit ground balls to second base that are 80 miles an hour instead of 100 on a pitch that is in a solid but not great spot for him. Now, would it be nice if he was able to have the ability to swing at 70% of pitches in the strike zone and do this type of damage? Yeah, but like that's not what you're getting. And
yeah, and he's still human, right? Like these are
we're getting cyborg like just consistency out of him.
Yeah,
he hasn't had a cold streak.
He hasn't.
Like
aside from, and even when he got called up and it was like, oh, he's not, he was still scalding the ball. It was just right at guys. Like
111 miles per hour off of the pitcher.
Right? Like, and like even if you when you pop open his Savant page, like it's red across the board. Like everything is in 95th percentile, 100th percentile. Like, dude's a dog.
Yeah, I forget what the number was, but they called him up. They immediately started winning 1-run games. I don't think that means anything. The 1-run game stat also coincides with the Devers trade stat, which again I don't think means anything. I just think it's something to keep an eye on and say, hey, this is something that happened.
Yeah, and good teams win more. Good teams win more 1-run games, and they started playing better after they called them up.
Yeah, they became a good baseball team when Roman Anthony came up. That's the key.
And it's I so want to be a homer and say I think he's the front runner for Rookie of the Year. I think Mr. Kurtz on the Athletics has him by a couple steps, but regardless, he's a fantastic player. He's going to be an all-star here, and I'm getting him locked up long-term was a huge move, and I'm really glad that Breslow and the Sox front office was able to get it done.
All right, Red Sox second half of the season started off pretty badly. The first 7 games, they were 2-5. The lost series to the Cubs and the Phillies, and then the loss to the Dodgers. And then I went on July 26th, and Crochet pitched, and the Red Sox won, and then they won that series. And then they had the bad flight, and they won in Minnesota. And then they swept Houston and beat Kansas City. And then they had the bad trip to San Diego and Houston, came back and had the Miami series, lost to the Orioles, beat the Yankees 3 times, beat the Orioles 4 times, and then had that bad series against Pittsburgh. What are the main things that have kind of stood out to you about the flow of this team throughout the second half of the season and just how the second half has gone?
Yeah, I think they've been playing a little bit better on the road than they have in the first half, and that's key, right? To come out in those first 2 series against 2 first-place teams and not get swept, I think was a pretty big deal. The fact that they were able to get that last game in Philly, especially, both of those series, winning the final game. The Cubs series was huge. Willier had the big game. Bregman had the home run.
Willier. We need Willier back as soon as possible. And then Narvaez
scalding.
Narvaez, you love that word.
I do.
Narvaez was awesome in the Philly game. That was the last time Aroldis Chapman, I think, gave up a hit.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, but
no, I think it was. Like, what do you want me to say? It wasn't.
Oh, don't jinx him going forward.
I'm not trying to. I'm just trying. Here's the thing. Like, I keep waiting for the first half of the season. What I've said is I kept waiting for the other shoe to drop with Chapman. It's like, all right, he's not like I've known this guy too long to know that this is like fake. And then it just started to come about where, okay, now Aroldis Chapman comes in the game and the game is over.
Yeah.
It's
Did you
the most
did you
dominant. It's the most dominant closer season I've ever seen since Koji in
Yeah.
2015. And I would say it's
Did
more
you-
dominant than Koji, but Koji closed out the division, ALDS, ALCS, and World Series all in one. And I don't think anyone has ever done better than that in terms of a Red Sox season. So you can't put him over Koji, but it's the most dominant I've ever seen a reliever.
Yeah, I agree with that. Koji's won because, I mean, he took that entire postseason run by storm. And the fact that he like wasn't even the primary closer to start the season and just became that guy over the course of the year. But I mean, Chapman's been phenomenal. Did you see the pitching ninja?
Yeah, I did.
Yes. So do you want to explain that? Because that blew my mind. And I don't know if I believe that fully. But I mean, if you look at the numbers, like he's cut his walk rate in half and he's throwing first pitch strikes 70% of the time, which are all career highs for him. Like the fact. So if you didn't see this, I saw it on my Instagram feed. The Pitching Ninja, one of the best accounts to like break down pitching stuff, basically said that in spring training, Connor Wong came up to Chapman and was like,
do you buy that at all?
I kind of don't, because it's insane.
Not a chance. Not a chance that's true.
Eating a fastball throughout his entire major league career.
Like there's not like PitchCom has been a
There's
thing.
no way.
Like it's not like he wouldn't have been hearing inside fastball, outside fastball for the last 5.
Or that no pitching coach ever was like in a bullpen session with him and was like, hey, try to throw this inside more on certain hitters. Like there's no way.
There's these things in baseball called scouting reports.
Yeah.
There are some guys that hit better inside, some guys that hit better outside, some guys that hit better low, high.
So I'm convinced that was exaggerated.
You're trying to keep it above the zone.
Exactly. So I'm convinced that was exaggerated, but I do think there's some truth to the fact that Boston's pitching staff and pitching coaching staff have worked with Chapman to get his pitch location better, because this is the most accurate he's been in his career.
Yeah, easily.
And to do that at 37 is absolutely mind-blowing.
He was a Hall of Famer before this season.
Yeah.
Now he is like, I don't think anybody doubts that he's going to get in.
Yeah.
And it's like today it was 5 pitches.
Yeah.
He hasn't thrown more than 61 innings in a season since 2015. He's at 54 right now. I mean, I think he'll be fine
at the moment.
I think he'll be fine. Definitely, like if he ends up being my Yankee friends are always like, oh, he's gonna blow it in the playoffs. I'm like, all right, great. That means we made the playoffs. That means we made the playoffs and we're in position for him to have something to blow. Which, like, if Aroldis Chapman, if this version of Aroldis Chapman blows this season in the playoffs, like what am I gonna say? Like, he didn't do enough.
He's got a 1 ERA right now. Like,
he's the best reliever in the sport.
Should waltz away with reliever of the year.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the other big story recently, is that he's also going to be back next year. I think that dropped the other day.
I like it. I don't I don't enjoy cheering for Aroldis Chapman as a person.
Fair. But fair. I will not argue with that.
It is like an experience.
Yeah.
Like I remember cheering for Craig Kimbrell in 2017. I remember cheering for Koji in 2013. I remember cheering for Papelbon. This is and like Jansen had his moments. This is different. Like this is different. He comes in the game, and like I'm not even thinking. Like I'm just thinking, how like what is it going to look like tonight?
Yeah. How's that fastball going to play?
Yeah. Is it
how hard is he going to gun
it? Like, is he going to give up a hit today? Not even is he going to win the game?
Yeah.
But I want to talk about the bullpen as a whole, which I think has been tremendous.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this bullpen, you had the issues Alcala, Hicks. But I think a lot of the bullpen issues are, for the most part, in the past. I think Whitlock and Chapman, they kind of shortened the bullpen a little bit to the point where if you can just get it to Whitlock and Chapman, you're going to end the game and they're going to win. And I think that's kind of been the key for the Red Sox over the last month or so, where they're not losing games that they lead late, like they were early in the season, because they couldn't get to, because they were trying to push Whitlock to the second inning. They couldn't get to Chapman early in the season. If you remember, there was that part of May where the Red Sox kept blowing games. Now the Red Sox don't blow games right now. This is a quality baseball team. I think one of the main things you have to build a quality baseball team right now. Okay, you got to have situational hitting. The Red Sox have that. A lot of guys that hit well with runners in scoring position. Roman gets big hits. Bregman gets big hits. Abreu gets big hits. Connor Wong's come through with big hits recently. Nate Lowe has come through with big hits recently. Narvaez, when the Red Sox really have needed him, comes through. I mean, Yoshida and Duran have struggled a little bit in those spots. Obviously, Duran has overall good numbers with runners in scoring position this year. Recently, it's been pretty bad, but he had the big hit yesterday with the inside the park home run. And he's starting to, and I feel like Duran has kind of been up and down all year. Rafaela is the best number 9 hitter imaginable. Now he's hitting 8th. And Story, who's been unreal with runners in scoring position. So I think the Red Sox come through there. You have starting pitching that goes deep into games, and the Red Sox have the best 3-headed monster maybe in the American League right now, with 3 guys that you can trust to go 5 at least every time. Usually
maybe going on 4-headed monster.
Usually 6.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that.
We'll get into that. Crochet has been so much better than advertised, and I think that's so important for this team. Everything that he's done. Not totally. Bayo, tremendous. Buehler. Oh my God, I'm really struggling here. Giolito.
Yeah, awesome. Poor Walker.
Yeah. I wanted it to work out, just didn't work out. He's got a job now. He's going to the Phillies. It should be good though. Should be a fun Philly for the next couple of weeks. Wonder if he makes the playoff roster.
It'll be interesting. I think he's starting the year in AAA, so we'll see on that. But they need pitching there.
They're going to be in the 6-man. They're going to go to a 6-man.
Yeah, they need arms.
But I do wonder if if he makes the playoff roster there, because they did lose Wheeler for the season and probably forever. I don't think Wheeler's ever going to pitch again. But we'll get into that at a different point, probably on a different podcast if I ever bring back the pulled fly ball. That would be one of the topics. Speaking of pulled fly balls, Trevor Story has been pulling fly balls. And I think that's a big storyline for the Red Sox, the resurgence of Trevor Story, the performance that he's put up. He had that weird home run today against.
That was fun.
That was one of my favorite home runs.
That was one of the goofiest home runs I've ever seen, and I loved every second of it.
Oh, that was awesome. Every second of it. It was like a 10-minute home run.
Right? Well, I love Middlebrooks just being like, oh, that's probably a double. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, hang on, that hits foul pole.
I'm like,
it should be a dare.
I'm like, do I know the rule? Like, is it?
Yeah.
Because I was questioning the rule. I'm like, okay, I know that if it hits the foul pole on the fly, it's a home run.
Yeah.
But if he catches it and then it hits the foul pole, then he drops it.
Yeah.
Does that mean it's a home run? And like, does
the reason I was
hit the pole, or can the glove hit the pole? Like,
the reason I was thinking about that was because in the Marlins series, Willier had that weird homer where Dane Myers had it in his glove, popped over the wall, dropped it, and I'm like, okay, so that makes sense completely.
I can't believe they lost that game.
That was like one of the few bullpen hiccups. But like overall, they've been great
because of the day before.
Isaiah Campbell, man, I do not want to see that man on the bump again. But yeah, so then when it goes into Noel's
on Isaiah Campbell after his Red Sox debut. Like, I was good on Isaiah Campbell after his Red Sox debut.
Yeah, yep.
I'm happy for Zach Kelly coming back up. I've always been like a Zach Kelly apologist. I remember when it was, should the Red Sox bring up Zach Kelly or Franklin Herman? from Triple
Oh
A.
my goodness, that's a name I forgot about.
And it was,
Oh
and
my goodness.
I remember it was Frank German for a while.
Yeah.
And then we learned that no, wait, it's Franklin Herman.
Yep.
But
Man, I forgot he was even in the organization.
I was like,
oh
should
my
the Red
goodness.
Sox bring him up or should they bring up Kelly? They brought up Kelly. He was like, okay. Herman was really, really, really bad. They traded Herman. They traded a bunch of guys. They've traded so many like random relievers to the AL Central. They traded Cam Boozer and got Yoiker Fajardo.
Yeah.
It looks like an awesome trade.
Sean Newcomb for cash? Hell yes.
Red Sox used Sean Newcomb.
Dude, he's shoving right now. Did you see the Randy Moss jersey fiasco he had today?
Yes, I saw that. And I was like, look, I saw that. And I'm like, I know that's a Randy Moss jersey. Like, know
it's gotta be.
But man, Twitter is crazy. Steven,
the A's posted a follow-up picture that zoomed in on like the little patch down by like his shorts leg that said it's like it was like a Randy Moss signature or something. And I thought that was the funniest thing on the planet because everyone was going like, "Is that who we think it is?"
Steven Matz is out as a new member of the One Save Club.
Steve Matz has been a fantastic pickup for this ball club. He is exactly what you need.
Reds went 1-2 at the deadline.
We'll take it. Hey, if Peyton Tolley continues to be as effective as he's been and can be your number 4 starter in the playoffs, you can push Dustin May to the bullpen, and I'll be okay with that.
I don't think Dustin May adds anything in the bullpen.
He doesn't.
I don't
are you going to cut him?
I don't think
he's off the playoff roster. I'm fine with that.
Good. Like the stuff is kind of flat these days with May.
Yeah. He's so hit or miss.
I just feel like it was kind of the same deal with Buehler. Like the stuff used to be there, but like it's just kind of flat these days. And moving into the bullpen just didn't accentuate his strengths. Like with Richards a couple years ago, I thought it made sense to move him to the bullpen because he still had good stuff. Pivetta, when they moved him to the bullpen, like that allowed the fastball sweeper to play. But like with Buehler, like what are you allowing to play by moving a guy with an 8 ERA in the first inning to the bullpen?
Yeah.
It's
and they don't really have a put away pitch for him.
It's not the lack of a third pitch that's keeping Buehler from going. Buehler has pitches. They're just not good.
Yeah. They're either out of the zone and not enticing enough for a swing or miss.
There's
or
no chase.
They get shelled.
There's no chase.
Or it's a fastball down the middle and it gets shelled.
What was Buehler's chase rate this year? I feel like it has to be the lowest.
Not good. Let's pull up Baseball Savant.
Yeah, if I just pull this up, Walker Buehler.
Ooh, a lot of blue I'm seeing. Yikes.
Actually, the chase rate's not as bad as I thought. Only 25.5, which is 3.5% below league average.
Yeah, this is 19th percentile, which is
3% below league average. But like when you look at his numbers from the Dodger years when he was good, like 2021, 30.2, 2019, 32.5. He was a big chase guy when he was good. And that's kind of what allowed him to like not walk. Like he didn't walk guys when he was with the Dodgers. He had like a 5% walk rate in 2019, 6.4, 6.2, and that spiked up to 10.7 this year. Like they had to cut him loose. He throws a million pitches and none of them are good.
Yeah, and struggled to get through 5 innings, all but like 2 of his starts. Like
my thing with Buehler is like he was gritting through starts.
Yeah.
And I can appreciate that. I can really appreciate a guy who just grits through his starts. I don't want him though.
Yeah.
I don't want him on the team.
He was a great clubhouse guy, and I've always been a fan of his. Like he's just one of those pitchers that I just kind of like have a soft spot for. So I was really hoping he'd figure it out. And I like the accountability on his end where he was always like owning up to it. He was like, yeah, my stuff is awful right now. But you can't keep giving the dude chances like that when you're on the doorstep of making a push for the postseason. You need guys who are going to come in and give you.
I mean, like I don't want to know how many. Like, if you get to a point where you're saying, "Look, my stuff sucks every start," maybe your stuff just does suck, and you just suck.
Yeah.
And like that's
unfortunately.
I don't know what else he's gonna say, but like Red Sox had to let him go, and they did. And Peyton Foley's in the rotation now, and I am. You called this the Piglet Power Hour.
I did call this the Piglet Power Hour. I've drank the Kool-Aid, man. I'm in on this guy.
Dude,
I love Peyton Foley.
I loved when they drafted him. I was excited. I thought this was all right. And then I didn't realize like how much of a unit he was. Like
he's a big boy.
I didn't realize that he was like a hog.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I kind of thought he was like one of those like taller, like like taller but skinnier pitchers when I first saw him.
Yeah.
And then
he's big, man.
He's gigantic. Like maybe
I saw him.
Maybe I just wasn't watching close enough. A couple last year when I watched the TCU highlights, but he's a giant, man. He's like 6'4", 240 or something.
Yeah, he's got some muscle on him.
He looks like
I saw him
step in and play at the 4 in the MAC.
They kept posting that video of him hitting a tank when he was at TCU.
Yeah.
Like, just put him in there, let him get some contact. Maybe he'll send him.
If he runs into one, it'll go a long way.
It's probably gone. I saw him this year actually in when he was with Greenville when they were in town for at Hudson Valley.
Yeah.
And dude, he was lights out. He didn't start that game because Giovanni Moran was doing a rehab start. So Moran went the first inning. Moran went the first inning, walked about 3 dudes, and then they yanked him after I think he got 1 out. I think he got 1 out. So they yanked him, put in Toley, 5.2 shutty, 1 hit, 8 Ks.
My favorite thing about Toley is that I had someone text me, why wasn't he up 2 months ago? I was like, he was playing in Greenville 2 months ago.
Yeah, he was in high A 2 months ago. Literally in July, he was in high A.
Like this guy has been so it's so fast what they're doing with him. And it's like, all right, I was like, oh wow, this should be a fun guy to keep up. Maybe he's up by May next year. Maybe he's up by June. Then he gets to AAA and he shoves, and I'm like, all right, is this a September contributor? And I'm like, no, wait, this is a starter right now. And his dad
could start in a playoff series.
Like, holy crap. Did you hear the call that he had on Roman Soler?
I did. That was amazing. That was electric. His whole family, they all seem to have such a fun dynamic with each other.
Yeah, the article about his mom was heartbreaking. Yes.
And the fact that they left the seat open.
Yeah, the Red Sox are a classy organization right now. For that behavior and that behavior alone.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm rooting for Toley, man. I think he's got the juice, and I think he's going to be a legitimate playoff contributor.
The fastball fucks, man.
Yeah, dude, he's got the fact that he put on 4 miles per hour on average.
That's so
this
cool.
year, last year is insane.
Yeah, I was like, all right, maybe this is an interesting piece. But no, we're looking. Oh, he's 6'6", 250.
Yeah, dude, he's big. Yeah. He's a big boy. And he's only 22.
Fun. The change is fun. The slider.
He's a big boy.
He's got they kept classifying his cutters as 4-seamers. It was pissing me off. But it felt I just love having 2 big lefties in the rotation that both throw gas.
Yeah. I would be interested to see if they think about giving Harrison some run in September.
I think
he might want to try to have Toley.
Considering if they want to work with Toley's schedule, they're going to need spots.
Exactly. Yeah.
On the 3rd and the 10th.
And if they want to give him that extra day of rest.
I would rather it be
Criswell was great. I would love for him to be back.
Shout out, by the way. That was one start that he had in July. Was it early July, I think?
Yeah, it was in the Astros, first game of the Astros series, which was
early July. No, early August.
No, August 1st. August 1st. So pretty much, basically. It was August 1st.
Yeah.
And he outdueled Hunter Brown.
Yeah,
shout out Cooper Criswell, man.
Talk about Criswell.
What a dog.
I don't think Cooper Criswell's name has been mentioned on Sam Fetterman's Red Sox podcast before today.
Welcome to the party, Cooper Criswell.
Yeah, the Coop Troop.
Hell yes.
just a lot more fun coming down the pipeline too. Totally is not the last. Luis Perales is back.
Yeah.
He'll be in the majors at some point next year, probably. He's on the 40-man. It would probably be a disappointment if he's not in the majors at some point next year. Brandon Clark it seems like just hasn't been the same since early in the year, but I like the stuff. Juan Valera is fun. Connolly Early will probably be up next year. David Sandlin will be up next year. Kyson, they drafted him. And then
I love that they went
Marcus
so pitcher heavy in the draft.
Marcus Phillips and Anthony Ianson too, and I mentioned Yoiker Fajardo and Delzine, the DSL guy, is another interesting one.
Yeah,
bunch of interesting DSL guys between Delzine and Dorian Soto, but and then you look at Justin Gonzalez, who's with Greenville now. Farm is still probably one of the best in the sport. Arias, who's going to be the number one prospect in the system over the offseason once totally graduates. Password was not good in his MLB stint. I think he'll be fine.
I agree.
Okay, we're looking at a nice guy, a nice versatile guy that can hit lefties. Thanks.
Yeah. He struggled with the swing and miss a little bit, but I liked some of his at bats where he was able to work walks. And I love that he got his first big league hit. I'll always love seeing dudes get their first knocks.
His rise in Worcester felt very similar to Willier, where I always looked at them as like a bench player, like a platoon guy, and then they come in to AAA and smoke the ball for a couple months. And we'll see what happens. I remember watching Willier in AA after they got him and being like, all right, there's something here. And then he came up to Worcester and he was like legitimately awesome. And I was like, okay, like there might be something here. And I was still down on him going into 2024. And then he was awesome in 2024 and he won the Gold Glove. And the Gold Glove is really like what kind of made it stick. But I just remember not thinking much of him until 2024. And I liked him. I liked him when they traded for him. But I never thought he was going to be like a big deal. And then he
like a starter. I hear you. That's fair because he wasn't.
Password kind of feels the same way. Where I don't know, but the AAA stuff was really, really good. Very similar to Willier.
Yeah. And again,
I remember Password when he was in Salem and when he was in Greenville over the last couple of years. And I was always like, all right, fun name. Who knows if he'll ever be anything?
Yeah.
And then he had the big start in Salem last year and was really good through Greenville. And then this year I was like, oh, wow, like he's here. And I've been surprised at how good Password has been. So I don't know if this is going to hold up for Password. I hope it does.
I think he just needs a little bit more conditioning, right? Like the really only reason he was up was because you had Ref Snyder and Willier on the IL at the same time. That's kind of the only reason that he got rushed.
I did not. Like I was not sure if I liked the Ali Sanchez bring back for
today.
For today, I kind of
it's a little underwhelming.
I think we're done with Campbell for the year.
I think they're going to let him marinate in AAA too.
I don't think we're going to see Christian Campbell until opening day next year, and that let's be completely honest, is disappointing but fine.
Yeah, like it sucks, but like also you're like, you know what? He can get the reps there, get a fresh reset for next year, and I think he'll be fine. I understand why you bring in Sanchez because you want to give Narvaez and Wong the ability to have a day off. And like today, right, having Sanchez as the third catcher on the roster allowed Cora to pinch hit Narvaez in, and he got the big knock. So like I understand why he's there. Ali Sanchez does not move the needle whatsoever, right?
I was honestly hoping they wouldn't bring him back so they could he could be a perfect immaculate grid 1 plate appearance guy.
Hey, I mean, he hasn't gotten into a game yet, so maybe we'll see.
He would be he's going to be such a good immaculate grid guy,
right?
These days, though, because he's also
one of my all-time.
He's played for
one of my all-time favorite Red Sox immaculate grid guys is Chase d'Arnaud.
Ooh, that's a good one.
He played like 2 games as a pinch runner in 2017.
Taylor Motter.
Oh my goodness, that's a good one too.
Taylor Motter is like a top 3 grid guy ever. Like,
that's a good one.
He's played for so many teams, and he played for the Red Sox for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No, it's great. Barraclaw as well.
Oh yeah, forgot we had him. Didn't we have Richard Blyer for a little bit?
That was an iconic game.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yamaiko Navarro, another good one.
Holy crap! You're okay.
Darnell
you got a deeper bag than I do.
My bag is almost too deep with these.
You got like Santa's bag over there. full of fun.
But yeah, I mean, I want
cup of coffee Sox dudes.
More stuff. Like I mentioned, Connolly early. Kyle Harrison will probably he might get some starts. Maybe it'll be Tyler Huberstein. We'll have to see. I'm glad they ended up getting rid of Abe Toro and moving him back down.
Yeah. I saw that one coming. Nate Lowe. We got to talk about Nate Lowe too.
Yeah, Lowe Vaughn, as they're calling him.
Yeah. Is that what the kids are calling him these days?
Yes, that's what the kids are calling him.
I love that.
By the kids, you mean Coley Mick. Sorry, Coley Mick.
Hey, man, he's on that dad strength now, back off the paternity list.
But yeah, Lowe Vaughn hitting 300 with the Red Sox.
Yeah, dude, he's been electric.
He's a talented guy. But it also
I think a lot of people forget he's a Gold Glove first baseman too. Like
it also serves
he's a legit first baseman.
It also serves my absolute unparalleled love for fat first basemen that hit tanks.
Yeah, that's a good description of him.
It's like get these fat first basemen that hit absolute nukes.
Yeah. Just hit piss missiles and look pretty doing it.
Look unbelievable doing it.
Right?
He is the hottest guy on the team. No doubt.
And fresh off paternity too. He's got that dad strength going into the stretch run. You'll love to see that.
No, he's the best.
But yeah, I understand why you gotta let Toro go. He was a hole in the lineup. I am grateful for his hot month of May. Very grateful. He was a great utility guy while we had him. I'm glad he's still in the system in Worcester just in case, God forbid, something happens. But yeah, you couldn't keep throwing him in that lineup. He was, I mean, he had one of the worst WRC pluses over the last, I think, 2 months. Like he was a hole in the lineup. And for me, what did it was the bases loaded double play he grounded into right before he got DFA'd. I was like, yeah, that's probably it for him.
Yeah. What else do we have to go over with the Sox right now?
Let's see. We could take a look at their upcoming schedule because
I wanted to make sure we didn't miss anything. The Pirates series was disappointing.
Yeah, they should have won.
The Roman home run against
Tillman deserved to win in that, man. And I'm not going to pin it on Greg Weisser.
No, against the Yankees.
But, oh, dude, that was oh my gosh.
I think that's my favorite game I've ever been to.
That was you were in person for that one. How's the bobblehead doing?
It's in my room at home.
Hell yes.
That thing like I was getting so many offers to buy it in the stadium. I'm like, dude, I would be the one offering more money than you.
Yep.
If I didn't get this thing.
If I did not have it in my possession.
I ended up putting it in my friend's bag and being like, dude, like I'm done carrying this around.
Yeah.
He gave it to me at the end. Like I was getting chirped the whole game. Like like when you're an obnoxious Red Sox fan at Yankee Stadium, you're gonna get chirped as you should. And I'm very glad that I was able to run out quickly. Like Chapman got the third out. It was a ground ball. And but the second that ball was in his glove, I was bolting out.
Yeah.
I was a bad friend for not saying goodbye. And I still got one more offer as I was waiting for the train to buy the.
Wow, they're even hawking you on the train. Oh my goodness!
No, waiting for the train.
Relentless.
Waiting for the train.
Relentless.
The people wanted one. I got what can I say?
Dude, that's the Bronx for you.
That's Yankee fans for you.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I would have paid like hundreds of dollars for that bobblehead, by the way. Like I was watching Seinfeld today. It's my favorite show of all time. I was watching
Seinfeld super fan Sam Fetterman.
That's like a known fact, by the way.
Yeah.
That's not like something that I've been holding private. Like people know that about me.
Yep.
Like I'm not sure what people like remember about me, but that's something people know about me.
It's that Mac basketball and the Boston Red Sox.
Some people would also include Billy Joel in there.
Okay.
If you ask me like what are the main things that like people should know me for? College basketball, the Red Sox, Seinfeld, and Billy Joel.
That's your big four. That's your Mount Rushmore.
And obviously Belichick and Brady.
There you go. A big day for him at UNC.
Yeah. Doesn't look like it's going well right now.
Oh, are they getting smoked right now?
Yeah.
I only saw the clip on Twitter of the first touchdown. Oh,
not good. They
Go ahead, Horned Frogs.
Scored 20 in a row.
Go ahead, Horned Frogs.
I bought the ticket for the Syracuse UNC game.
Oh yeah, they got blasted too, didn't they?
No. I bought the ticket for the Syracuse UNC game for
the upcoming. Yep.
Halloween night. The moment they scored that first touchdown, because I'm like, this team is incredible. They're going to be like number 5 in the country when they get here. This ticket is going to be hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
Hundreds, but it's going to be more than 16 to get in. So I paid 16 to get in, and now it looks like it's going to be a $5 get in. Stop for a minute.
Oh man.
Oh!
What happened back there?
Ran my hand into the side of the counter.
Ouch. No injured list for you. He's right back. Oh.
Yeah.
Youch.
Not great. Not great. Let's talk ball. Let's talk upcoming Red Sox schedule.
Chop it up.
2 more against.
I think they have a fantastic opportunity to jump the Yankees here and really put the nail in the coffin because the Yankees have a gauntlet too.
Red Sox don't really even have a gauntlet, to be honest with you.
They don't. That's the thing. The Sox do not have a gauntlet, and the Yankees really have a gauntlet because they're playing 3 first-place teams in a row.
Like the Red Sox should be scoring 11 runs a game in Sacramento.
I feel so weird calling it Sacramento. My gut wants to say Oakland.
I mean, I'm calling like when they're in Vegas, I'm gonna call them Oakland.
Yeah, but yeah, 2 more against the Guards. Then they got a day off. West Coast to go play the Diamondbacks. That's a winnable series. The A's. That's a winnable series.
I wouldn't call that West Coast.
Fair enough.
Sacramento is not even West Coast.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'll give you Oakland. I'll give you Oakland for West Coast because it's on the Bay, but I won't give you Sacramento for West Coast.
Yeah, that's fair. It's still going to be a 10 o'clock start time.
That's like calling Albany East Coast. It's not.
It's not. You're right. No, that's correct. Still going to be a 10 o'clock start time though. So drink that coffee.
Oh baby. That is going to be.
And then you got the Yankees at Fenway Park. That's a winnable series. Before Athletics again.
I hope that they can get the 3 Bayo, Crochet, Giolito lined up for that.
If it can line up like that,
they will.
Yeah, it'll be. We'll see how they play it and if they get.
I think I saw someone say
in the mix.
Skip May's next start, then you can do it.
Yeah,
but I don't think they should skip May's next start.
Peyton against the Yankees would be pretty awesome. That would be pretty awesome.
Piglet
against the Yankees would be pretty awesome. Or like especially if the matchup is like Tolley versus Schlittler or something, that would be pretty sick.
Arizona ended our season last year. If you don't remember.
Yes. So let's get some vengeance.
Brutal series, got swept at Fenway. I was convinced that the Diamondbacks were going to the World Series.
I think they'll be back next year.
They would have made a run if they made the playoffs, by the way.
Yeah. They're not a bad ball club. Even this year, like I think this year is just a blip for them.
They all of their pitchers have been bad and gotten hurt.
Yep.
Erod has been a total disaster there.
Yeah. And Gallen hasn't looked like himself, but so I wonder if we'll see Erod in that series.
Oh man, I hope we do.
Erod and other old friend Jalen Beeks is in that bullpen.
Oh yes, that's true. Let's see who.
There we are.
What
How's
other
he been
old
doing
friends
this
do they
season?
have?
Oh my God, James McCann is on that team. I did not remember he was still active.
Beeks has been okay. 113.
Yeah, 3.88 ERA. That's not bad.
I don't know if there's any other old friends on this roster.
I don't think so.
Doesn't look like it.
No.
Shelby Miller's played for everyone, but not the Red Sox. Oh, Taylor Scott.
Oh, wow.
That's a pull. 4 games for the 2023 Red Sox.
Oh, my goodness. Put that on your Immaculate Grid bag.
Yeah, I forgot about Taylor Scott for a sec. But saw that name, I'm like, cannot ever forget about Taylor
But yeah,
Scott.
I think the Snakes are probably the toughest road series they have coming up before Toronto at the end of the month.
I think
we
that
should
Toronto
still win that series.
They're going to be fighting for a division title in that series.
Agreed. And that series I think will be the most
If
important
that were a
series of this month by
series,
far.
If that were a weekend series, I would go.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and then you got the gritty Tigs at home to close it out. That should be fun. I would love to see Crochet versus Skubal. I hope it lines up.
I do not want to see Skubal.
Listen. If we have to see Skubal, I want it to be against Crochet because that would be
obviously.
Awesome.
I want to have a chance to
awesome.
win.
Yeah, winner of that game gets the Cy Young.
Like we saw Skubal already this year. We kind of tacked him up for like what 5 runs, but we lost
in their place. Yeah.
We should have won that game. That was not the Campbell game. That was the game after.
So.
Yeah, that was the game after. Because I remember being angry about how they wasted an opportunity to win a game.
Yeah, especially against the other team's ace. Yeah. They kind of also did that in the Philly series when Wheeler was going, but that's a whole other can of worms. So, and in that same stretch, the Yankees have a really tough stretch coming up because they have 3 first-place teams back-to-back and then Boston in Fenway Park. This could be an opportunity for, I think, Boston to really kind of you're not going to kick them out of the wild card race because there's nobody else kind of below that. But this could be a huge opportunity for Boston to really cement themselves as the top wild card team if it comes to that. And secure, home field advantage in that first round, and then go out and try to run it with Toronto for the division. Because the Yankees have coming up Houston on the road, Toronto at home, Detroit at home, and then Boston on the road. That's a really tough gauntlet. And if they go 4-8 over that, and Boston goes, let's say 7-5, just to be conservative about it, I think you could run them. You could run them out of the competition at that point. And Toronto coming up. I haven't actually looked at their schedule coming up. I know they dropped one to the Reds today.
Well, they've got the Reds.
Yeah, they got Cincinnati right now. They lost today, so we picked up a game. Only 2.5 back at the moment.
And they obviously have the Yankees.
Yep. And then it's Boston, Houston, Baltimore. Is their next?
They also have to go to Tampa, but when you go to Tampa these days, it's not that difficult because they are not playing at Satan's spawn.
They're playing at the clone of Yankee Stadium. That is Steinbrenner Field. So yeah, then at Tampa, then at Kansas City. That could be an interesting series.
Sneaky interesting. Kansas City's in the mix.
Kansas City's not a bad ball club.
Like they'll probably be out of the mix at that point, but they're in the mix right now. They're 3 games over.
Yeah, they're the one team that I think has a chance at potentially sneaking into the wild card, but they would need a lot to go right because Seattle's playing solid right now.
I mean, they don't have like Reagans. They don't have Bugic. So those two guys were so important to what they were doing.
Yeah. And I don't know if that lineup has quite enough juice to get over the hump. They got some fun dudes, but I don't know if they have quite enough juice.
I don't know if they have fun dudes. They have like they have like 2 okay players. They are.
It's really Bobby Witt, Michael Garcia, and the pass.
It's Bobby Witt and his friends.
Those are your 3 dudes. If you want to throw Mike Yastrzemski in there for fun,
you also can't convince me this Michael Garcia stuff is real.
I like him. I just like him.
Okay,
he's a great defender who's finally found it with his bat.
We'll see where we're at. We'll see where we're at with Michael Garcia in a year.
Right. But yeah, that's what it looks like for the rest of the AL East foes coming up. Did not see how Seattle did today.
They're probably playing right now.
Oh, they're down 10-0 to Tampa right now. Okay, so that's good for the Sox. That's good for the Sox.
All right. Anything else to add before we go?
Well, I think we've covered pretty much everything. We got the Piglet Power Hour
moment. Give me your top 5 favorite moments since the All-Star break so far.
Top 5 since the All-Star break. I would have to say, that's tough.
All right, number 1.
We'll go
against the Yankees.
We'll go password first hit at 5.
Okay.
We'll go password first hit at 5. At 4, give me the Orioles sweep because that was something you should have done, but it was good to see them actually go out on the road and do it after that abysmal 2-game showing at home against Baltimore. So we'll go Orioles sweep there. Garrett Crochet 200 strikeouts at 3. Love to see that. Anthony Homer at 2.
Okay.
Totally debut at 1. I just love Peyton Toley.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Anthony Homer at 1. I'm going to go the Roman walk-off against Houston, number 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to go the Narvaez homer against Philly at number 3.
That's a good one, too.
I'm going to go – I can't put the Toley debut because they lost the game.
That's fair. You go Cooper? You go Cooper?
No. I'll say finishing the sweep against Houston at 4.
Nice. Gio, awesome day that day.
And Chapman striking out Mookie to beat the Dodgers at 5.
Yeah. Ooh, that Cedon double play too. That was amazing.
That was sick. What about? And I also got to shout out.
I'll have that as my honorable mention.
I gotta shout out the Baltimore series, obviously, the whole Yankees series.
Yeah,
the Story walk off against Miami yesterday. The Duran inside the Parker.
The squirrel.
The squirrel. The
Lou Maloney was locked in on that squirrel.
The first San Diego game was really fun. I would also just say the Roman extension was probably my favorite moment of the season so far.
Yeah.
The Roman home run and the Roman extension are my 2 favorite moments of the season.
It's not a good stretch to be a Sox fan.
The Cedon walk-off is my favorite moment of the season.
Yup.
I think
O'Brien killed that call.
I think that
was an awesome moment.
Obi's been really good this year.
He has. I'm an Obi truther. I like him.
I don't
have a problem with him.
Okay. Obi had a couple bad years, but the last 2 years he's been awesome.
Yeah.
Like I thought he was bad in 21. I did not think he had a good.
That's fair.
I think the last 2 years, maybe even the last 3 years, he's been top 5 level good.
Yeah. I'm so nostalgic of him and Remy as a duo.
I'm so nostalgic about Remy in general, whether it's with OB or Willow.
Here comes the pizza. Every time I have the Nesson game on and they talk about the SAP button.
The SAP button.
I always give it a little Buenos Tardes, amigos, just because you gotta.
I think they mention that like every other broadcast when they say it. It's like I can't do this without Buenos noches, amigos.
Yeah.
All right, Nick. Thank you so much for coming on. This will be posted.
Thanks for having me, bro. This was a lot of fun.
We'll bring you back on at some point off season.
Hell yes.
Or whenever.
I get my multi-time jacket with Thomas. Let's go.
I don't have very much time to do this in the off season. We got to get you and Thomas on together.
That would be awesome,
We'll,
man.
we'll do an
Try to make it happen.
off-season roundtable.
Hell yes.
Maybe I
Winter
bring back
meetings, maybe.
maybe I bring back the old roundtable crew. Maybe I go with some of the other folks as well. I have like 15 different people that I can bring onto this show, which is great. But it makes it tough to decide who's going to come on a given day. But Nick did a great job, and we'll see you next time. Go Sox.